Mexico was by far one of the best matches to watch in the tournament thus far. Strange notion to be made despite the game only having one goal in it. But it was the football displayed by the American side that had the world at their feet. It was so good it was enough to set Switzerland up for a tight affair for the final game of the day. All in a day's work for the players in Russia. The World Cup has been nothing short of entertaining and shocking regarding results. Kolarov's world-class free kick the decider for Serbia in a tense and defensive game. Serbia and Costa Rica nearly played to a stalemate. Both defenses were stout in the first half, with Costa Rica getting the better of the chances. However, the Ticos were not able to take advantage and Serbia was allowed to grow into the game. Manchester United target Sergej Milinkovic-Savic was a real bright spot for the Serbians, as his passing and physicality in the final third was very effective even though recently promoted Fulham striker Aleksandar Mitrovic missed all of his opportunities. In the 56th minute, former Manchester City fullback Alexander Kolarov curled in a beautiful free kick past Real Madrid goalkeeper Keylor Navas. From there, Costa Rica could not find a way back into the match and barely were able to get any real chances on target. While Serbia may not be the most impressive team in this tournament and they were not overwhelmingly better than Costa Rica, their defending was excellent, and Savic is a real player to watch going forward. Serbia is in a good position to qualify from this group and their next match against Switzerland could see them clinch a spot in the round of 16. Costa Rica is facing a much harder battle to get through. With Brazil their next game, it seems unlikely that Costa Rica will be able to match their 2014 World Cup performance this time around. This was the game that both teams needed to win and Serbia did just enough to get past the Ticos. Mexico shocks the world champs. Mexico achieved the impossible. Germany was the only team to go undefeated in the 2014 World Cup on their route to the title, but I guess that is because they did not play Mexico. More from the top flight. Mexico was able to defeat Germany 1-0, in one of the greatest upsets in World Cup history. It was an incredibly brave performance by the Mexicans, in particular Miguel Herrera, who was a force in the midfield, and the goal scorer, Irving "Chucky" Lozano. He has been linked with several English clubs this summer, and with this match and his excellently taken goal, he may have doubled his potential transfer fee. For the Germans, this is the first time since 1982 that they lost their opening match in a World Cup. However, they did make the semi-finals in that tournament, so not all is lost. It was very non-German-like game for them, as they were slightly predictable in attack and naive in defense, as Mexico was constantly threatening the Germans with their counterattacks. Germany was widely considered to be the main favorite to win this tournament, but maybe their decision to leave out Manchester City attacker and Premier League Young Player of the Year, Leroy Sane, is already hurting their chances to repeat as world champions. Mexico now has a path to that mystical quinto partido, as they are now the favorites to come in first in Group F, and the possibility of a Brazil versus Germany in the round of 16 is closer to reality. Switzerland hold Brazil to a draw. It was not supposed to go this way. Brazil was expected to breeze through this group with 9 points, and after former Liverpool maestro Coutinho scored a beautiful golazo in the 20th minute, 3 points seemed assured. However, Brazil was never able to get out of first gear and they were duly punished in the 50th minute. Steven Zuber crushed home a header after pushing his marker Miranda out of the way. Brazil was unable to respond as new Arsenal right-back Stefan Lichtsteiner and the rest of the Swiss defense repelled wave after wave of Brazilian attacks. A lack of clinical finishing doomed Brazil and gave Switzerland more changes. This changes the dynamic of Group E, as Serbia is now in first place of the group with 3 points. Serbia still has to play Switzerland and Brazil, but the group might be wide open with this surprising Brazilian draw.